Start your morning with Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Just when you thought that having a pumpkin on your front porch was enough to celebrate fall, Melissa Lale throws us a curveball because she's here with the Chattanooga Market, and this morning she has brought Barbara Dougherty, who doesn't yet have a name for this new part of your business. Just know you'll find her at the market with these beautiful pumpkins. How talented are you?
Thank you very much. I enjoy being creative, and I love plants and I love pumpkins. So
well, I thought I liked being creative. I definitely love plants, and I do love fall. So when you were putting this on the table this morning, Barbara, I was trying to peer in and figure out what you had done, and then I realized you have not altered the pumpkin at all.
No.
How have you done this without giving away your trade secret?
I wash the pumpkins well, seal them with some Johnson paste wax, then I glue the sphagnum moss to the top, let it dry, and then I literally glue the succulents on top of the moss.
So amazing.
It is so beautiful, and the pricing, I don't typically get into pricing. Don't you think I should, Melissa?
Oh, absolutely. These are centerpieces. These are outdoor decorations. You'll use them in so many places this fall, and the price is amazing.
The little ones are less than 15.
Yes.
The medium-sized ones here, 35, and these large ones, 50, and they'll last up to a year.
The little white ones definitely will last a lot longer. The orange ones not quite as long.
If they last through Christmas, it's still amazing.
They start to rot. You can take the plants off the top and put them in a pot.
Well, that's very true. That's a very good point. I wonder, Melissa mentioned having them as a centerpiece on your table. If we do still get some hot weather, if you have a covered porch, they're fine. But do you think don't put them out in the hot sun?
The orange ones, it's okay to put out, even out in the sun. The white ones tend to yellow a little bit out in the sun. But
so now, because your succulents are are glued onto here, I mean, succulents will grow.
They do. They root into the sphagnum moss.
Really?
If you see it starting to wilt, or if the moss starts to get a little dry, you just spray them. Spray them down with a spray can, and literally you don't have to do this. You've watered yours once?
I've watered
mine
for
2 weeks?
3 weeks, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've just spritzed it once,
So
and
they
mine
really
is outside all day long.
You can't underwater them, but you can overwater them.
Can you imagine if you were lucky enough to be planning a fall wedding and you hadn't yet figured out your centerpieces?
I had a bride and groom come by last weekend and bought little ones for gifts and big ones for the table. I was really excited.
These are spectacular.
And that's one of the fun things about it, is to watch the joy that it brings people when they just walk by my table and go, oh, wow.
Well, I have to ask you, so do you grow your own succulents?
I do.
Okay, I figured.
Wow, beautiful.
So, okay, walk us through what they are, because that's quite the hot market, succulents.
Yeah, they are.
This is the hen and chick or something? Is that what this is?
This is an equivariate.
Okay.
And it's in the hen and chick family. Here's the hen and chicks.
Okay.
Which your grandmother probably had. That plant's been around forever.
Right.
And then I do a lot of this one's called Turquoise Tails. It's a ground cover.
It looks like a juniper or a cypress or something. Yeah. And what's it called again?
Turquoise Tails. It's a stone crop sedum.
Is this little guy also?
That's a straw flower. So it's actually, it's an everlasting. They kind of turn to straw as they get older. And
where do you get your tiny pine cones? Is that what that is?
That comes off a hemlock. My granddaughters helped me pick them up.
Really?
Yeah.
So amazing. You're
Got
so
some
talented,
acorns.
Barbara.
And look, you have to study this. I mean, look at this little one that is the heart. What is that?
Oh, it's called String of Hearts.
Have you seen those, Melissa?
And then we've got some String of Pearls.
Did you see that? Yes, I saw the string
There are
of pearls.
probably 50 different variety in each one. I mean, the bigger ones have the more varieties, but I mean, there's probably 15 in the tiny ones.
Yeah.
Do you ever slip up and goof? I mean, this is detailed work.
It is. And, actually the little ones take me about as long as the big ones do.
sure.
And I get fidgety over them,
They're amazing.
Because they're all different. Each one is uniquely different. So.
I don't know how long you've been at the market. How long have you been at the market?
Like 3 weeks.
Well, 3 weeks now. I'm setting up with a friend of mine. But 10 years ago, had a booth there.
Okay.
With my business was in Alabama, and I sold herbs truckloads of herbs there.
Well, you symbolize to me why you ought to go to the market often, because there are so many vendors and you're always finding new ones, so it's not the same experience twice.
No, it's not. And these, how many more weeks do you think you'll be doing these succulents?
We know we'll be there this next week. We will not be there for Oktoberfest, and we'll just have to see how long the pumpkins and the plants
So it's a get
last.
while the getting's
So-
good situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta snatch up while you can. When you buy them at the market, sorry, but do they come in a box or anything, or do you just carry them home?
They don't really go in bags well, because
Okay.
and so people usually just carry them. I let them hold them until they're through shopping.
Okay.
Then they can pick them up as they leave.
So keep that in mind, because
Yeah.
you don't want to be walking around
Yeah.
like that
Maybe-
all day.
Maybe have her hold it until the end.
Yes.
We only have 30 seconds left. The theme of the market this weekend is that fall is here and enjoy.
Fall is here. We've got fall produce. We have pumpkins. We have gourds, the squashes, butternut squash, acorn squash, spaghetti squash, and then the 9th and 10th, the following weekend, is Oktoberfest.
Okay, it is
So we'll be
finally
talking
here.
more.
And what a lovely way to welcome it. Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me here.
You are lovely. I want this one and this one and this one. ChattanoogaMarket.com to see more about the schedule. We're back in a minute.